Hello, you are tuned into The Awaken. This is an outlet for awakened individuals. And I am your host. I am Frankie V. Oh, wow. Well, guys, as I was just, pondering around here, and I was actually talking to a friend of mine, and it got me a little riled up because, it's always the left and the right and who you voted for. And remember, too, your left to your right and to your front to your back, we are floating boxes. Remember that together we will rise, together we will spread awareness, together we will empower each other, together we are winning. So, it had got me a little riled up when I'm sitting up here going the freak off in this damn apartment. Because after I go out to smoke a cigarette, they have a fucking charade show for my ass like they missed me. These gang stalking, satanic, pedophile freaks. I got one thing to say though. One thing to say. I really hope for the sake of them that Joe Biden is not running for the presidential election in 2020. Oh my God. This is the point that these people are understanding. Let me clear my throat. Basically, everyone's saying, you voted for Donald Trump, you voted for Donald Trump. Okay. And he's president. However, I'm not going to sit here and compromise my religion, compromise my political views for anyone. I have my reasons, as these righties don't have theirs. However, at the end of the day, there's something that people who move in the spirit as Donald Trump, myself, and other awakened individuals that these people seem to have. These people know that they will not ever possess. At the end of the day, I would rather be alone than to be around anyone else. If it's going to bring stress to me, I don't got time for it. I don't got time to be going back and forth over my political views, over my religion, over why I've done what I've done. I've done what I've done because I've done it for a reason, because I wanted to do it. And that's just it. I have no explanation to anyone except my higher power why I do what I do and when I repent for the things that I've done. Like I said, my higher power is a God of another chance. So at the end of the day, awakened people make these people relevant. So when you think of a Christian, when you think of a religious type person, you always think of, they don't cuss, or they're not normal. Just like these gang stalking satanic freaks. They listen to the same music you listen to. Some of them, hell, even watch the same news you watch, drive the same cars that you drive. So at the end of the day, you have to know what spirit that you're moving in. You have to know your sync. And some are just not having it. So remember, you are tuned into the Awakening outlet for awakened individuals, and I'm your host, I'm Frankie B. The reason why I decided to do this podcast was because I had got a little riled up, and I felt like I was feeding into what they call it, the supercomputer, because I haven't got a little riled up like that for a minute. However, it was that, I had talked to a close friend of mine, and we had gotten into some type of little heated debate, one of the debates I hadn't been on since Donald Trump had been voted. And then right then and there you hear this bitch across the hallway, she's slamming doors. And this is what the fuck I gotta say to these slamming door ass bitches, these coughing ass bitches, these dog walking ass bitches, these pedophile ass bitches out here. I want to say this to y'all gang stalking freaks. Okay, I will leave my fucking front door open, and I want you to come to my fucking front door while I'm standing right there. I want you to slam that goddamn door in my goddamn face like the fuck you slamming that door. So I can knock your ass the fuck out. At the end of the day, if you're not trying to fight, if you're not, all you're doing is going around slamming doors, doing all that other, that BS. that BS, and that's what I eliminated from my life. Like, if this was like a year and a half ago, before I had my D-Day, I guess you can call my awakening, and when they wanted me to know that I was being followed, honey, I would have pursued you like white on rice. I would have fed into you like right on rice. But as you grow in this process and as you become a better you and you get to know yourself more from the isolation that they have put you in to keep you isolated, they don't know that that's the most wonderfulest thing that you could ever do for someone, especially someone with a mind of their own. Because what they do is they get closer to their self and they gain so much more knowledge and to be distracted from all these distractions out there. So at the end of the day, you live and you learn from knowledge and you learn not to feed into it. Do I hear the door slamming? Do I hear the knocking at the wall? Do I hear every time that I'm, doing anything in any type of privacy? Then I live my life as if I'm being watched. If you see something that you don't want to see, you hear something you don't want to hear, or it's just anything you run across that you would have not likened to, then fuck, you shouldn't have been fucking paying me any fucking attention. Because I'm not paying you any mind. So let's remember at the end of the day who's pursuing whom. Let's remember at the end of the day who's really relevant in this situation. Let's remember that. Let's remember why you're slamming that door. Let's remember why you're getting incentives. Let's remember why you're doing what you're doing. Why you have a community and a group behind you. Remember who makes you fucking relevant. These gang stalking creeps. At the end of the day, there are awakened individuals out there who they failed and they were succumbed in this situation. They succumbed. However, at the end of the day, I'm not one of them people who's just going to bow down for you and get scared and run away, especially if my back is against the wall. I'll try to avoid a confrontation at all costs, but don't put my back against the wall, because then you'll have a very big problem. How at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I have to do to survive. I'm going to survive. I'm not going to bow down to you. I'm not going to conform to your system. It's just not in my nature. It's not in my nature. So at the end of the day, what I really want to tell these gang stalking pedophile freaks, and what I want my awakened individuals to tell them, and don't think you're all holier than thou, but tell them to kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Because if you're definitely not for me, then you're definitely against me. But at the end of the day, I'm not checking for you. I'm not checking for you. What these lefties do not understand is that, oh, did you hear what they did to Donald Trump? What they're doing? They're getting rid of him? Okay, we've been hearing this ever since he was elected. Which it could happen. But there's going to be 10 Donald Trumps right after him. The movement will not stop. The movement's not going to stop. So get over it. If they impeach Donald Trump, that don't mean like people like me going to stop. That don't mean people like Craig Sawyer's going to stop. That don't mean people like Alex Jones is going to stop. And that does not mean that whole mass who voted for this man is just going to lay low. And it doesn't mean that before he even came along, we all weren't feeling this way. However, he gave us a voice and he gave a light on the situation. So at the end of the day, y'all, New World Order has been set back. However, the New World Order is not going to be what people think police and military trucks. No. It's to control our minds and to conform us. And people with the mind of their own, like awakened individuals, it's just not going to happen. So I just want to take this time and I want to thank you all for listening to me. This has actually helped me to calm down because I was going into a rant. And it's like when I'm in my apartment, I know I'm being surveilled. I know I'm being watched. I know I'm being listened to. So I talk cash shit to these gang stalking motherfuckers. Even when I don't even want to finish that right there. However, I've learned that they feed into that. So I've been controlling that. Here and there I give them a one-on-one. And when I call a one-on-one is when I'm in my apartment. Oh, they may say, oh, that guy in there, he talks. No, a bitch not talking to herself. They know exactly who the fuck I'm talking to. You know exactly who you are. Just like you know who the fuck I am, I know who you are. Just like I know this bitch next door is my on-site command center. I know next door to me, right next door to me, like, I had put my mirror up to cut my hair. Just so I never see this dumb bitch. Everyone else walk dogs. I never see my own next door neighbor. But she decides on a Friday night when I'm cutting my hair, playing my music in New York City, to bang on my fucking wall to where she knew I had just put my mirror at. And if my shit would have failed, I would have knocked that bitch the fuck out over there and been running through that wall. So talk to me nice. However, thank you all for tuning in. You've been tuned into The Awaken, an outlet for awakened individuals. I'm your host. I am Frankie B. Remember, to your front, to your left, to your back, and to your right, you are floating box. We are floating boxes. Remember that. Together we will rise. Together we will spread awareness. Together we will empower. Together we're already winning. And together we will stay strong. Take care.